do it. Just know I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it. Just make sure that you support it. But before you start to do it, just know I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it. As a young kid, I just wanted to rap. 5th grade, writing rhymes in abundance for that. That was my escape, I was done with the trap. I was tired of the way that it stunted my snaps. I was running some laps, trying to break away. Couldn't deal with the haters and the fakes today. I could paint you a picture with words, you see. Don't care about figures who hurt me. It was all love when I stepped in the booth. Always from the heart, I kept it the truth. And to those listening, I'm rapping for you. On a mission, doing what I'm destined to do. Higher than I dreamed, I'm impressed with the view. Rose from the ashes, battle tested and true. So think about this as you listen to me. I put my heart in this, now it's missing a piece.
You can download this,
but before you start to do it, just know
you can
I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it. Just make sure that you support it. But before you start to do it, just know I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it. Tell me, have you ever had a dream in your life? If so, did you leave your scheme in the strife? Does it sit there, eternally deferred in the pit of your stomach, so it burned with every word? Did you abandon it, or was your goal stolen? Or was it just that your stomach's so swollen? Did this contentment end your commitment? You live vicariously, did it get lent? Don't ever let this world decide your fate. Don't ever let it be because you tried too late. We all got potential, don't let them stall you. All you need is what's in your head to call to. Don't mind these musics of an old soul. To better the world is truly my whole goal. When I stop breathing is when this mission ends. I don't need the money, thank you for listening.
You can download this,
but before you start to do it, just know I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it. Just make sure that you support it. But before you start to do it, just know I put my heart into it. No, I won't charge you for it.
You can download this. Oh, you can download this. You can download this. You can download
this. Yeah. Let's slow it down for a second. KZRO, Zero Graph Radio. We just want to thank you for listening. This has been hour 1 of Life in Zero Gravity. Hopefully you could take something away from this. And we'll see you next hour. Oh, don't worry, we got more coming up. At the very first
Damas y
radio station in space,
ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos
KZRO,
al
so you
show.
know.
Vida en Zero,
ZM
Life
Radio.
in Zero Gravity. Tú sabes las vibras. You know the
Thank you
vibe.
for listening.
You know it by now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sad Boy Chronicles. Brought to you by Life. And also women. No, I actually wrote that. I was planning to have New Jack on for this episode, but he'll be on the next episode. So I wrote that. He might not have liked that anyway, so maybe it's for the best. I'm probably gonna bring something like that up. I'm ready, you know. It's funny though, man. But I'm excited. I'm excited. It's been a good week, honestly. Been a good time. I'm looking forward to a lot of different things. I'm gonna get into them, you know. So this is what I wrote. How you been? Pretty good. How about you? Not bad. Yourself? Not bad. You ever like I've had that happen where you ask someone how they been, and then they ask you how you been, and you answer, and then or no, where they ask. I just pulled a George Bush, where they ask like, "Oh, how you been? Oh, good. You? Yeah, good. You?" Or it just goes like that. It's like sometimes I just see how long it can go. Like, how many times are we gonna repeat the same question? You know, pretty funny to see. You never know. It'll just keep going and going and going. But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, how's the new place? It's cool. How's your place? I like it. How's work and music and all that? I'm glad that you like your place. I'm like going all out of order. This did not go well. I wrote this for New Jack and he's not here. So, what would New Jack say? How you like it? It's good, bro. It's LA. You know, I love LA. Better than the IE. That's basically. I don't know why I like made his voice deeper because I think my voice is actually a little bit deeper than his, so it's kind of funny that I did that. I guess that's like what you do when you imitate somebody. You got to change their voice somehow. It's usually deeper. So, yeah. But yeah. So how's work and music and all that? It's good, bro. You know, just working. Music's cool. Yeah, music is very good for me actually. Very good. And I'm great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am very excited. No, music is actually like I hadn't been making beats really for a while musically, and I've been getting back into it heavily, and it's really been fun, you know. And I've been like discovering new things, just kind of I don't know, just throwing caution to the wind and doing what I want to do. Also, sorry, you're probably gonna see my legs in here. I'm doing laundry, and this is like I only had like these shorts clean right now. I didn't realize. Well, not really. My clothes are in different places. That's what. I got clothes at home. I got clothes here. I'm washing a bunch of clothes as we speak. So that's what's going on. I somehow like I rushed over here and I packed like a couple outfits, but I forgot to pack more pants. So that's how we ended up here. It's all good though. But yeah, so Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. You will hear that name a lot. It's showtime, baby. It's showtime. Showtime. You're gonna hear that name a lot over the next like bunch of episodes, and probably over the next bunch of years. To be honest, like Shohei Ohtani. I'm gonna get into that when I get to the sports segment. If you don't know who Shohei Ohtani is, but man, I'm looking forward to the years to come. I'll put it simply. We'll get it's kind of funny because I've actually been doing like a bunch of like Asian stuff all week, like more than usual, you know. I've been listening to Japanese jazz all week, Japanese soul all week, you know, sampling stuff. Maybe I shouldn't even say that so the companies can't track me down. But I've been doing that stuff all week. I've been eating a bunch of Thai food. I was gonna say I've been doing a bunch of Japanese. I expanded it to Asian just to, you know, like give you more evidence of how Asian I've been. My last name's Young. Sometimes people do think I'm Asian because of that name. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. As far as I know, I'm not. Who knows? Where I'm sure it's somewhere down the line. Well, I got a indigenous ancestry, so that's the connection you can make, like an indigenous American ancestry. So they say that those people came from. There's a theory that they came across that continent to this country. So it's a theory about that. Who knows? I mean, I think that theory's had like a good amount of evidence, so I think that it could be true, you know. But we'll see. But Shohei Ohtani, ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm gonna talk about it more. I don't wanna. I'll save that for sports, but that was definitely a highlight of the weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of that. My mood was lifted all weekend. It was honestly just very enjoyable overall. So many things went right, including Shohei Ohtani. So many sports things, really. But everything just seemed to click into place. Like musically, I was very happy with what I was doing. I seem to perform better musically when there's like a fire lit under me, when I'm just like in that zone more, So I'm I'm happy about that. I'm happy that everything has gone well. And I don't know, I'm just like looking forward to the future, the near future. There's just a lot. If you didn't know, I'm an ambassador for Pirate, and the next episode is going to be recorded there. So you could check that out. If any of y'all want to record, if you're, DJs, singers, bands, any type of music, podcasters, any of those, man, any of those, if you want to get down at Pirate, I can hook you up. I got like good deals, like real good deals. I can get you a lot off. I can't say the exact number because I forget, but it's a significant amount that I can get you discounted. So let me know, man. I'll help you out. I would love to help new artists in that way. So I'm looking forward to it. And I am, like I said, I'm recording a new Godcast with New Jack on December 11th, which will actually be the day this comes out. I thought about just like waiting and like not even recording this show and just making it that one, but I knew we're recording that at night, so I knew like, oh yeah, if I try to do that, it's not gonna go so well. If I try to record at night like that, it's not gonna end well. So it's gonna end up like I have this long streak of like not missing a Monday with the episodes. So if I recorded that on Monday and it's like, we're going till 9, like I don't believe in full confidence that the episode would actually come out on Monday. Like I think that there are a lot of things that could hang that up. So yeah, I think I made the right decision in choosing to record this. As much as I'm like really crunched for time, I hope y'all appreciate this episode and the other episodes. Honestly, I do all these episodes and like y'all watch some of them. Some of them get some numbers, and then others it's like nobody's really watching this. I understand with the most recent Thanksgiving episode, everyone was busy, so I kind of expected that, but I'm putting work into this, man. I'm using like what little free time I have. I'm using part of it on this shit. So almost made it to the 10 minutes. Ugh. Oh wow. Actually, no. That's not true. I beat it. I forgot I started putting songs at the beginning. Monetize, baby. I can't be stopped. I reached out about the monetization. It's going to happen very soon. Not that y'all care. Well, actually, you should care, because if I get monetized and I can start making more money, there will be more content. The show will improve. So if you like this show, it'll only get better once I get re-monetized. I was monetized for a very limited time, and then they hated on me immediately. They like took it away from me using the TikTok videos. It's so dumb. My own TikTok videos, not other people's. Just uploading them to YouTube Shorts because I was like, oh, YouTube Shorts, they do better numbers on here. Well, YouTube didn't like that apparently. They demonetized me for that. Seems lame as hell to me, but what can you do? These companies, man, they're so greedy. It's like, no, they don't want to see any of their competitors like succeed. What's kind of cool about TikTok is they don't really care on TikTok. Like they don't stop you. Instagram will like not let you boost your posts if it has the TikTok watermark and stuff like that. It's like, what? Why do y'all care like this? Like, I guess I think there's gonna be reciprocity. So And I believe like some things are just a bad look. Like for me, that makes me think, well, damn, Instagram kind of sucks for that. That's pretty greedy of them. That's got to be worth something. I know I'm not the only person that's like, really, Instagram? You're gonna like shut this video down because it was made on another app? Like, y'all don't have the like your duet feature on Instagram's fucking sucks compared. I'm sorry. I can't make the same videos on Instagram that I can easily make on TikTok. So fuck y'all. Like I like that shit is stupid to me. You gotta do better, Instagram. Cause you're fucking the game up for yourselves, honestly. So yeah. I thought that was lame. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, man, in like actually, well, not really news of the weekend, but Astro Alicorn will be here soon. You're gonna see her on a few episodes coming up, and I'm excited about that. She is amazing, and I always have so much fun with her. So I'm really looking forward to us spending that time together. I love you, Astro. You're the best. I don't know. Hopefully, she's not watching my Godcast. I doubt she is because, like, they're long. She probably doesn't even realize that they're on here. Maybe she does. I don't know. But anyway, Astro, if you're watching, some of these are not appropriate for you. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how many more of these like magic Christmases we have. So I was about to say what it was, but then I realized she might be watching. Like I'm put it simply. When kids are young, Christmas is magic, right? So when they get older, the magic eventually goes away. So yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not going to get into details. I don't want to ruin it for any kids out there, especially not my kid. So but yeah, I mean, it's one of the best days of the year, if not the best day of the year. So I don't know how many more of those we have where it's going to be that special for her, where it's just going to be that exciting. So I hope we have many more, but you just don't know. And then at a certain point, like, am I responsible for like, okay, yeah, maybe you're getting a little older, maybe we don't have the magic Christmas anymore. Maybe that goes away. I don't know. I can't say. I mean, I would love to have them forever. It's like one of the best things in your life, like when you're a kid. It is probably, they talk about like Christmas morning for a kid, like, oh, it's like Christmas morning. It really is like so exciting when you're a kid. And it's always I still get excited. I still get excited for people to open the gifts I got them, but that's probably enough Christmas talk anyway. My bad. We're gonna be talking about it probably. I don't know about the next episode, but definitely when Astro's here. So yeah, and we'll probably recap. We'll probably recap actually. So that's true. But yeah, they're building a train from Rancho Cucamonga to Vegas. If y'all don't know where Rancho Cucamonga is, it's in the IE, and it's actually where CJ Stroud is from. Funny enough, quarterback of the Houston Texans, star quarterback, having an amazing year. We're gonna get into that a little more later too. Um, but it's a train. Rancho Cucamonga is where the movie it's where Workaholics takes place, actually, the show Workaholics. Like, I can't remember if they filmed it there, but that's where the show actually takes place. And then it's also where Next Friday takes place, the Ice Cube movie. I think he says I'm part of the Cucamonga Cracker Killers or something right in there. But yeah, that movie is set in Rancho, so funny story. And then there's that whole thing with the Kardashians supposedly living out here and throwing up Cucamonga Kings or whatever the hell they were doing. Yeah, Rancho's an interesting place. But they're building a train from Rancho to Vegas, which is actually cool. It's supposed to take 2 hours, so that's not bad. Because when you fly, it's only like a 45-minute flight, but you got to get there early. It takes time to get off the plane, get on the plane. So you end up spending. I remember last time I flew back from Vegas, I was like, this is such a fucking waste. Like, it takes you, depending, let's say 3.5 hours from Rancho. Let's say Rancho. Take you 3.5 hours to get to Vegas, I believe. So somewhere around that. So it takes you almost 3 hours to fly, like, because you got to get to the airport early, the flight, the wait time. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of this? It costs like, I know it's not well, it is kind of a lot of money for a 45-minute flight. It cost like $300 the last time I did it. I'm like, man, I could drive to Vegas for like $40, actually probably less. So I didn't see the point. So if the train is like somewhere in between that, that could actually be really cool. So it's like it'll take you probably about the same amount of time it would take you to fly when it's all said and done, because you got to get there earlier for a flight than you do for the train, you know. Like, shorter than driving. If they don't make it a crazy price, that could actually be pretty cool. I mean, we got the mega bus too. That takes a long time. It takes longer than driving yourself, but it can be super cheap. So yeah, interesting. But I do think that we in the IE, I say that, but I live in Long Beach. Oops, expose myself. I say that. So we in the IE, I believe that we should Donald Trump that train, you know. We will build a great train and make Vegas pay for it. I believe we should do that. Vegas should be fucking paying for that train, because Vegas is going to make more money off that damn train than we are. Think about it. It's a tourist thing. We are going to be bringing in more money for them. So, what the fuck? That's not cool. They should have to pay for that shit though. California shouldn't have to pay. We're gonna pay to get our money sent out into another state that already gets a lot of our money. It's like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Jack. But yeah, we should make them pay. It's gonna be great. I think my Trump impressions have gotten better over time. I've nailed some of the subtleties, but I think we should actually do that. And now it's time for KZRO reviews. Ooh. Damn, I wanted to see The Boy and the Heron, even though I don't like that they changed the title. They changed the title from like How Do You Live, which I think is a way cooler title. It sounds more philosophical than The Boy and the Heron. Just doesn't sound as interesting. I don't know. But it's Miyazaki's newest movie. It's in theaters now. I'm excited to see it. Didn't get to see it. Why am I talking about it on reviews when I didn't see it? I don't know. But I'm excited to see it. I watched videos about them like making it, and they put a lot of effort into that movie. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Miyazaki movies are always good. So yeah. But speaking of that, I did see another Japanese movie, Godzilla minus one. That's how they say it on the ads. So I saw Godzilla minus one, and wow, totally exceeded expectations. I mean, I couldn't even tell if it was going to be good, honestly. I didn't know much about it intentionally. I mean, I had a sense, like, I had a friend that said it was really good, so I was like, okay, I think it'll be good now. But before that, I was like, I don't know. I mean, Godzilla movies are always entertaining in their own way. I'm like, is this going to be like a cheesy Godzilla movie? Is it going to be a good Godzilla movie? You know, is it going to be a good cheesy Godzilla movie? I can safely tell you, look at that leg, look at the leg muscle here. The Warlocks, as Nelson would say. Shout out to Nelson. Glad to see you doing well in life, my brother. But I can honestly say this is not a cheesy Godzilla movie. This is probably the least cheesy Godzilla movie I've seen. Well, I guess Godzilla 2014 wasn't very cheesy either, but this low key might be the best Godzilla movie I've seen. It's definitely up there. Um, Spoilers right here. So I don't. Well, it's not really spoilers, but if you don't want to know shit about the movie, which is a great way to watch a movie, by the way, to not know shit about it and just go in as a blank canvas and allow the movie creators and the actors to paint their masterpiece upon your memory. You like that poetic shit? No, but for real. So I didn't really know shit about it other than I knew it was like a prequel set in like Japan in the 40s, which is what it is. So the main character of the movie is a kamikaze pilot who comes back from the dead. No, I'm just playing. A kamikaze pilot who decided not to go through with it. If you don't know, a kamikaze pilot is a suicide pilot, basically suicide bomber. You know, actually, that is what they are. So the kamikaze pilot is the main character, and it's such a good choice for a main character. It's so interesting, and he has like a redemption arc in there. But it's easily the most emotional the most emotional Godzilla movie I've seen. Had like some of the best effects. Like the budget was only like 15 million, and they already like way past that. It's already made like I think the most of any Japanese action movie. It's just pretty incredible. I highly recommend it. I think most people would like that movie. It's legit like a good movie. Like the story's good, the acting is good, the effects are good. And if Godzilla wasn't in the movie at all, it would be a good movie. That's how you know it's good. Like that movie would still stand up with like no Godzilla in it. Highly recommend. I give it 8.5 Zeus slaps out of 11. God. I was thinking 8, and I was like, that's just too damn low. That's too low. It could even be a 9, to be honest with you, but there's a little, like, maybe a little tad overacting on some parts, but I mean, it's a Godzilla movie, man. The fact that we're getting anywhere near, like, decent acting is great. That's a massive W for a Godzilla movie. So, yes, I highly recommend Godzilla Minus One. Actually, one of the best movies I've seen recently, so I gotta say. I didn't see any other movies in theaters. Been a busy week. I've been focusing on music. I haven't even been reading as much as I was, this week. But what's it called? I did watch Tim Burton's Batman movies. I think I've seen them before, at least parts of them, and they hold up well, honestly. I was kind of surprised how well they hold up. Batman movies have a high success rate. There's a couple bad ones in there, but for the most part, like the Batman was great. That actually might be the best one, in my opinion. Like overall movie wise, because the first Tim Burton Batman and the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight, both of them have the same problem, which is that the Joker steals the show and it doesn't really feel like a Batman movie. It feels like a Joker movie, both of those. Like you got Jack Nicholson as the Joker putting in just a batshit performance, pun intended there. And same for Heath Ledger, but I mean Jack Nicholson's performance was just I don't know which one's better, to be honest with you. Like, I think people are tempted to say Heath Ledger because he passed away, but watching Jack Nicholson, man, that was a really good performance from him. I'm surprised that he didn't, like, I don't know if he was not, maybe he was nominated, but yeah, for an Oscar, but I know he didn't win for that. So it was impressive. Definitely one of the best Jokers, but we've had Joker's such a great character. Now you've got multiple Oscar winners. Now Joaquin Phoenix won for playing Joker. So I think they got smart. It's like, you know what? Joker's a star anyway. We might as well just like give him his own movie. Sure enough, I really like that Joker movie. But anyway, this Tim Burton Batman, I give it an 8 out of 11 Zoo Slabs, God. I'm surprised. I was thinking, like, oh, it'll probably be a 7 now. Still holds up well. I like the whole aesthetic of it. I think he did a great job of capturing the feel of Batman, so very good movie, honestly. Good performances, Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton. Overall, just very solid movie. Then I saw Batman Returns, and I think in some ways it was better, but it's hard to fill the void left by the Joker. The Joker's not in Batman Returns, and it's like, well, that's hard to top. So I feel like it was probably a better overall movie, but because it doesn't have as memorable of a villain, Danny DeVito did a good job as the Penguin. I mean, he really did. Like, he nailed it. But the Joker, I think it's partially just the Joker's just a better villain, you know? Like, the Penguin, good villain, but not. I mean, the Joker's probably, if he's not the best comic book villain, I think it's fair to say he is. But if he's not, he's like in the top 5. The Penguin's not up there. I think the a lot of the Spider-Man overall, I think, has better villains than Batman, but the Joker may be the best villain of them all. He's just the perfect villain. So you kind of get where he's coming from, but he's fucking crazy as hell, like at the same time. Especially in the Joker movie, I think they did a good job of making him sympathetic, even though I guess that did cause problems because then a lot of people are like letting their toxic masculinity flow, but it's an unforeseen effect of that. Okay, we couldn't have seen that coming. But yeah, I also give Batman Returns an 8. I thought both of the Tim Burton movies were very good. They're not as serious. They are pretty dark in their own way. It's weird. They're cartoonishly dark. The Christopher Nolan movies are just very serious. Why so serious? That's how they are. But the Tim Burton ones are fun and they feel more like a comic book. The Chris Nolan ones are like very they just feel like a crime movie starring Batman and, more importantly, Joker. Basically how they feel. Or the second one anyway. You know what? I don't know. I do think that the first Batman was better than Batman Begins. Batman Begins is a little overrated, to be honest. It's good, but I think the first Batman, I think, is better. The Dark Knight might be better than the first Tim Burton Batman, but I don't know. I think it's actually pretty close. It's probably better overall in like the technical film aspects, but Batman Returns is definitely better than what's it called, the Dark Knight Rises, which was also good, but a clear step below the Dark Knight. Like, it clearly wasn't as good as that. So that's what I would say. Anyway, I think we nerded out enough on Batman. So the internet's busiest music nerd, the Needle Dick, he gave Sexy Red's album a strong 8. His credibility is fucking gone. His credibility is in shambles, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I've seen him give a lot of bad reviews over the years. The fact that he gave a 1-minute review to the new Rolling Stones album and gave the Sexy Red album a fucking 8. If you've seen his reviews, you've seen how rare it is for him to give anything that high of a score. And she is fucking terrible. I'm sorry. She is easily one of the worst rappers I've ever heard. And I've heard thousands of rappers. She is awful. No joke. Can't even sugarcoat it. She just fucking sucks. Like, lyrically, she's trash. Her voice is annoying. Her flow fucking sucks. Like, there's nothing good about what she's doing musically. The only, I guess, redeeming quality is just the fun energy of it. That's not enough. I'm sorry. That is not enough to carry when you're that fucking bad. I know we've had a lot of bad rappers, but it's like even Blueface raps off beat and shit. But at least Blueface is a little wittier than her, you know. Her shit is just dumb, bro. It's just super dumb. And I would never take that. That was the final straw for me. You know, fucking I think of like he gave Schoolboy Q's Blank Face LP a fucking 4 and Sexy Red gets an 8. Like shit like that. For you Kanye fans, this motherfucker gave My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy a 6 and gave Sexy Red a 8. I'm not even against that 6 necessarily. I think that album's a little overrated, you know. Maybe 6 is a little low, but it's not I do think that album's overrated by people. They act like it's like flawless and I'm like all of the Lights kind of sucks, honestly. Like I don't fucking like that song. I think it's super cheesy. It's like We Are the World, like the remake basically. You know, it's super vapid and cheesy, I think. And there's a couple clunkers on there. I don't really like Hell of a Night either. There's like, you know, overall, I think it's more good than bad. So I could see giving that like a 7. I don't know. I haven't like rated it in a while. But I definitely don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. So I got where it's coming from. But that being said, to fucking rate a Sexy Red album higher than that is just ridiculous, man. You got me defending Kanye. That's how you know it's bad. Kanye should have got a better score than Sexy Red. What the fuck? What are we? I think he's doing it for attention though, so I kind of regret even talking about it, giving it any attention, because this is how you know it was bad. He posted shortly after the review. The way I even found out about the review that it existed, I didn't know he reviewed her shit. I mean, I would assume he probably would because she blew up. She got pretty well known, so I figured like he probably would. But I saw the way that I saw his review was because he posted a video explaining his review basically and explaining how it's pretty much being a whiny bitch and talking about like how it was almost like implying sexism, like, well, you don't mind when your male rappers are vulgar and all this shit. And it's like, bro, that shit gets old too. It doesn't matter who's being vulgar. It's not just the vulgarity. It's that this is literally some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's like my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Like, what is clever about that? What is clever about and it's like the same formula. Like every time I hear his songs, it's like let's just be as explicit as possible, but not really in a clever way or anything. Just literally being cringe. You know, it's like what the fuck is the point of this? I get it. It's like ratchet fun energy, and if y'all enjoy it, go ahead. But this shit's getting out of hand, man. You can't have like one of the biggest reviewers in the world giving that positive of a review just because they want to be fucking contrarian. No fucking way, man. Just ridiculous. I don't know. I thought that was ridiculous, and I don't know if I'd ever watch one of his reviews again. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm already annoyed with him anyway because I've written to him before about these motherfuckers stealing my lines. I've given him evidence. He never says anything, but we got time to fucking clit ride Sexy Red. We got time to shit on the Rolling Stones. Like he's like evolving into more and more of a hipster douche over time. So yeah. Fucking credibility down the toilet, bro. Female rap needs to step up. These girls are horrible. Like they're lucky they could sell sex. Cause male rap can't really do that as much. It is based on image, but it's like some different shit. It's like I guess there's like a little bit of like selling for looks. Female rap is like a lot of that. Like you could tell it's like the girls get BBLs and breast implants and all this shit and rap about fucking all the time. Like that's pretty much the formula, you know. You and in male rap, I don't think you could do that. You know, I don't think you could do that. So the females got to step it up. I feel like. People over the last few years, people have said, I've heard multiple people say dumb shit like the females are rapping harder than the dudes. It's like, no, they're fucking not, man. No, they are fucking not. Find me one female that's putting out like Nas level music over the last like few years. Find me a female Andre 3000. Where the fuck's the female Eminem? Somebody said Snow the product. Get the fuck out of here. They were saying Snow the product is the female Eminem. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Snow the product. No disrespect to her, but I mean she's like you know what she is? I was gonna say she's cheesy. She's like a cheesier version of cheesy Eminem. You know what I mean? Like as cheesy as you can imagine. Con muy queso, because she's Mexican, right? Or Latina. I don't know. She might not be Mexican, but she sucks though. No, she doesn't suck. I don't think she sucks, but she's fucking not that good. You know, it's like a cool gimmick. Like I think she's a decent lyricist and shit, but she's just on that rapidy rap shit that like she can't really put together a good song. You know what I mean? That's a she's on that battle rapper shit. A lot of battle rappers can't put together a fucking song. Like, yeah, that's cool, bro. You can fucking humiliate people, I guess, but you can't put together a damn song. And she's not even a battle rapper, but she just has that like that's the part that's really bad. Like you're not even a battle rapper, but you put together songs like a battle rapper. Damn, I don't want to be hating, man. Anyway, yeah, they gotta step it up. My next album is underway. We're bringing the real back. That's what I can guarantee to you. Check the singles if you didn't already. I got Bird's Eye View. I got Where You Gone. Why am I forgetting one of the singles? Bird's Eye View, Where You Gone. What the hell is the other one? Oh man. Oh, I know you know. There you go. Check those birds out. We're bringing the real back. I know some of you, I remember Drake fans were shitting on it, but I mean, they were just shitting on it because I said that he was a bitch or something, right? I don't know. Oh no, I just pointed out that he had ghostwriters and they got mad. I just said that he was fake and they got mad. It's like, I told him straight up. I told him like I didn't tell the motherfucker to get ghostwriters. That's not my fault. Don't be mad at me pointing out some obvious shit everyone knows. You know, he should have known better than that. Should have never had them reference tracks. He was a fool for that. But yeah, it's underway, and there will be a song on there that I wrote while I was in jail. So, it's very meaningful for me. Like reading it back, I could see the mental state I was in. I was pissed because I was in jail for some bullshit, I didn't do. I know everybody says that, but legit, I didn't fucking do what they said I did. Yeah, so I wrote a song, and it's written on fucking cheap jail paper. It's written with a pencil and shit. It's just pretty wild, and I was making beats and I was like, what am I going to use this beat for? And then it clicked in my head, that jail song. And then I started rapping it over that. I'm like, this is fucking perfect. This like couldn't be more perfect. I was shocked. I didn't think it would fit that well, but it really did. So shout out to jail. No, fuck jail. That shit it was manageable. I'm an optimist though. I don't believe good music is dying at all. It just doesn't get radio play. It doesn't get the publicity, but it's out there. It's being made every day. And like I always say, some of the best artists of all time we will never hear. We'll never get to hear them because for whatever reason, either they're not comfortable showing people, they're making it for themselves, they don't even want to show people, or like they can't get the promotion, they're getting beaten down by the industry. Like there's so many reasons, but I guarantee you some of the best of all time have never been heard by most people. So keep that in mind. When your friends send links or people send links, you never know. Because I truly believe that everybody got at least that one. They got that one song. They probably got a handful, really, but they at least got that one song where you're like, actually, you might have did something here. So yeah. I always try to embrace change, Every idea was new once. That's what we forget sometimes. We should be open-minded. We should always stay ready, because when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Yeah, that's IE shit. Big Pomona in the house. But for real, like, stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I think it's good to stay open-minded and just be ready for change, ready to move forward. So I always try to embrace change. I'm pretty disillusioned with politics, honestly, but I consider myself a progressive. I'm all about like advancing, changing, making life better. Like, fuck both these parties. They're trash, but I'll be honest though, I do think the Republicans are a lot more trash. That's just where you could tell where my political leanings are. There's just, man, they just really suck. I'm sure there's some of them that are good, but for the most part, super trash. You know, I don't think Biden is much different than Trump, to be honest. They're both like old ass boomers that don't really know what the fuck's going on. They got dementia and shit. They're fucking barely holding on, and that's who the election's gonna come down to. It's like, really, we couldn't fucking do better than this. It's bad enough. Like, why we got the replay of this? Like, I fully believe a lot of people don't actually like Biden. They just didn't want to have Trump again. So it'll be interesting. I think there's actually a chance he could fucking lose to Trump, because I don't think people fuck with Biden like that. I think he has made kind of a bad impression on a lot of people. So yeah, we need more relevant parties in the US. No more duopoly, no more Sleepy Joe and Drowsy Dawn, these old boomers, man. We need like the other parties to be relevant. Like, this shit got to stop. We can't keep voting for geriatrics, like these 70, 80-year-old men. Like, this needs to end. Jeez, it's crazy like how little people know what's going on. They got you right where they want you. They want you to be as uninformed as possible, because it's easier to make money off you. It's easier to control you. It's easier to keep you from going where you want to go. So I'm just saying. I don't really get mad at people's perspectives, though. It's like, I understand. What do we really know? They do everything to keep you from knowing the truth about fucking anything. So it's not that surprising that most people don't know shit about anything that's going on. Like, most people, the vast majority of people are just cogs in machines they don't even understand. They're just NPCs. Like, they're just there. They're just filling space. They got their couple lines that they're supposed to say, and that's it. That's all that there is to it. That's their life. So I don't really look down on those people. I don't judge them. I think that people just desire security and they fall into these NPC ass roles, and that's how their life goes by. And like, I can't really blame them, because it sucks to be like out there struggling and trying to make a better life for yourself, but not having that job security that somebody who settles does. It's like, that is part of the risk you take, and that's part of what makes things tougher. So, and that being said, speaking of people struggling, you remember me talking about Diaretia, the girl who owes me a bunch of money. She owes me thousands of dollars. I'm not going to get into that, but I am going to get into like, how the fuck did they make Diaretia a manager of anything? Like, she's the least responsible person I've met in a while. Like, she seriously, like, everything in her life is going wrong, and she was made a manager of like multiple stores, and I just do not understand that. Like, she doesn't even have a phone that is like reliable. Her logic makes no sense. She told me she spent $80 in a day eating out, which is a lot for one person. But on that same token, she can't get herself reliable fucking phone service. You could get like good phone service for 80 a month. You spent that in a day on fucking food. Like, that's the shit that pisses me off, honestly. Like, I can't think too much about it because the shit just doesn't make sense. It's like your life has totally fallen apart. You're living out of hotels and you can't fucking you decide to spend $80 on fucking fast food in a day instead of actually like paying for good phone service to make your life easier and to actually get through these basic things instead of like constantly missing messages, calls, emails and shit, like missing all this stuff because you've chosen to own a phone that doesn't have any phone service and is only getting messages when you're on Wi-Fi. Like, that's just, it's insane to me to like live your life like that. I don't understand, you know. I don't know. But honestly, most of your relationships out there are based on money, and I don't envy you at all. Like, when the money dries up, it's over, you know. When financial hardships come, bye bye. I don't envy that. So yeah, I'm gonna stay single. I like on that tip, you know. That's just I'm sure I can. There's a couple candidates out there that would make good girlfriends, and I think part of me is like, maybe I should have a girlfriend. It's been long enough, but then I see the stuff y'all do, and I'm just like, I don't know about that. But a more positive tip, the Inland Empire is on the rise. Jayden Daniels, the quarterback of LSU, just won the Heisman Trophy. He joins CJ Stroud, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the league this year for the Texans, and he's from Rancho. Jayden Daniels is from the Dino. He's from San Bernardino. Nobody says it like that. San Bernardino. That's where he's from. The Dino. You probably heard of it. The Justin Flo is like a top prospect. He's playing in Arizona now, started at Oregon, and he's from Upland. So the IE's really on the rise football wise. It kind of feels like a golden age, you know? So yeah. I started using a timer app. I recommend it for all creatives. You got to make time for the things you like, you know, the things you love in life. Don't let these corporations and these companies rob you, you know. And now, let's do some sports, baby. KZRO Sports. Shohei Ohtani is a Los Angeles Dodger. I was shocked, honestly. I thought it would happen, but then it was that wild thing where they're like, "Oh, Otani's on a flight to Toronto. The Blue Jays are one of the number one suitors. Oh, Dave Roberts talked about meeting Otani. He wasn't supposed to do that. Now Otani's not going to come." There's all these reports about that, and they were making it seem like it wasn't going to happen. I didn't know what to believe. I was like hopeful he would come, and I did believe it for a long time. But when you see that 10 years, $700 million, the highest paid athlete in the world, Shohei Ohtani, and I heard that he was bringing in like $40 million from Japanese sponsors for the Angels. So in LA, he's gonna make even more money, you know. And it's kind of hilarious that Shohei was already in LA. It shows how irrelevant the Angels are. He was already on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which is a goofy name, but he's already close enough to LA where it's like funny that this is like a massive deal, even though like he's just moving a few miles away. It's pretty funny, but I think he always wanted to be a Dodger. The only reason he was ever an Angel is because of the DH thing. But once they made the universal DH, he was free to go wherever he wanted, and he chose the Dodgers. And I'm very thankful, man. One of my favorite players to watch. I've really wanted him to be. I wanted him to be on the Dodgers. I was hoping it would happen, and I'm glad it worked out. You know. He's gonna make a lot of money. I think he made $5 million this year. He's about to make crazy racks, and that's just the contract. You got to think what he's making in sponsorships and all that. He's gonna be a billionaire by the end of this easily. You know, so wow, nice work, Otani-san. The Lakers win the first ever in-season tournament. There's a lot of haters out there. I say eat a dick. I thought it was cool. I was all in on the tournament. I think it's a nice change and a good idea. So keep it up. The 49ers beat the Seahawks 28-16. Brock Purdy's one game away from tying Joe Montana for most consecutive games with 70% or more completions. The Niners are now first place in the NFC after the Eagles lost to the Cowboys. So just overall, a very good sports weekend. Not everything went my way, but it's funny to watch the Purdy doubters. Like, he's playing at an extremely high level, like MVP caliber level, and people still don't believe. One thing that happened that I didn't want to happen is Devin Haney he just whooped Regis Prograis' ass. And I like Prograis. When I saw them actually weigh in, I saw how much bigger Devin was, even though he moved up in weight, which is sus. I don't know. It looked like, oh, this probably isn't going to go well. I mean, he's already is more skilled, and Prograis has been struggling lately, not looking as good. So, I mean, it's not super shocking that Haney won. I know he was the favorite, but I was hoping. I didn't like how the Lomachenko fight went down. I thought he lost that fight clearly. And like the fact that they didn't give Lomachenko a rematch and they talk shit and the fans talk shit, it would have been nice to see him get beat. I still think he'll get beat though. I don't think he's unbeatable at all. He should give Lomachenko a rematch too, because Lomachenko landed more punches. He won on most people's cards, and you just move on and don't give him a rematch. I think that's kind of bullshit. But yeah. And in other news, the Premier Boxing Champions have a new deal with Amazon Prime. So boxing didn't stay down for long. We already got a new deal. So hopefully we can see all the new fights and classic fights. I'm excited for those. So looking forward to that. That'll wrap it up for the sports. And now, let us read from the Book of Grav. When I say it, I mean it. I want you all to win. Zero Grav, I lift you. You won't fall to sin. I want collective realizations. I want us all to feel vibrations. No trouble to reach new discoveries. Pop bubbly. Let's all love to be, 'cause it's tough to see life struggle free. Give yourselves a hand. Let's hustle, G. You're more powerful than you can fathom. There's so much strength in all human atoms. Better together collectively, shredding up tethers effectively, respectfully. We don't owe CEOs who feed egos with easy dough. We owe each other. We've been neglected. Through chaos, we've all reached Zen connected. I know you feel it too. Ain't no telling what we can do. The vibe is right tonight. The vibe is right. The vibe is right tonight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you stayed tuned, that's off the new album. Actually, the melody of that chorus is going to be different, but you'll see. That's going to be a slumper. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And that'll about do it for the show. I did want to say before we get out of here that someone thought I was Bradley Cooper again, and I thought that was hilarious. Oh man, it was like this guy's wife. Both times it's been like somebody's wife that thought I was him, which is a compliment. I mean, it's a Hollywood actor, and I mean, I know girls find him attractive, so I guess girls find me attractive. I can see it more and more with the hair. That's probably what it is. It's the hair and the eyes, and I guess we both have beards. So that's a pretty good amount of stuff. This guy said I was a dead ringer for him. I think there is a difference, but I mean, I don't mind. It's not really bad to look like a famous person. Yeah. But funny that keeps happening lately. People used to say, "Oh, you look like that guy from The Hangover," and I didn't know who they meant. Because honestly, probably the only guy you want to look like from The Hangover is Bradley Cooper. But no disrespect to Zach Galifianakis or Ed Helms, but I mean they're not, conventionally attractive, I suppose. So I didn't know what they meant. I thought they were probably distant somehow, but apparently not. So yeah, just an interesting tidbit. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Looking forward to the next episode. Like, actually, I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's kind of funny. I always look forward to these. Like, I have fun, but sometimes it's a little stressful, or I'm like, kind of work, but I'm looking forward to it. So, thank you. And until next week, life is zero gravity, baby.